Yo, it's Sway.
Sway.
Sway. Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
Sway.
In the morning.
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 Only on Shade 45.
Wake your punk ass up.
Yeah. Bitches.
Kourtney and Kim Kardashian is here. Sunday, January 20th on E! It's when the Kardashians, they take over Miami. Which is it's always fun to watch you guys on TV. Do you ever feel like though is Kardashian overload on TV?
I don't really watch that much
so
TV. I really don't. Kim was saying something to me, and I'm like, I haven't watched TV in like 3 years.
Mm-hmm. In 3 years? So
yes.
you make this stuff and you don't even watch it?
I mean, I do. Yeah, I mean, I actually tweet usually live, like when the show's on, but then I don't like sit home and watch reruns all day.
Okay, so now you guys, the premise of this show, you'll be in Miami, you're living in a home, right? And you got Dash Miami out there too, right? And then, so what kind of things are we going to see?
We actually started in a hotel, and then I
hotel living with the kids and everyone. Kourtney was like blacking out and having these freakouts and
blacking
just
out,
couldn't deal, like going
Spazzing.
crazy. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. But I think, I don't know. It's fun too for me now, knowing like what Kim situation is, and then seeing back to like comments she would make or things that she was going through.
It was a little overwhelming when we first got there and the 2 babies, and I had Scott come because Kourtney wanted to kind of move out there without Scott for a little bit because Miami hasn't really been like the best place for Scott to be. So she wanted to go without him, but I really thought that she should be there. He should be there with the babies, you know, and miss like, you know, what if Penelope, you know, starts crawling or like just things that he would miss.
She was like 2 months old.
I don't know the timetable yet of when kids start to crawl.
It's usually 10 months at the earliest. But somewhere around there, right?
Yes.
But still missing 3 months of, you know, your kid's life, that would be, you know, I think hard for any parent. So I invited him without telling Kourtney. I created a little bit of drama.
Typical sister thing to do.
I think, wow. I think I got in a lot of people's business this season.
Well, you know,
maybe I just had too much time on my hands.
If we ever got involved in her business like this, like she would have a major meltdown.
Well, can I get in Kim's business? Because I just, like, for real, Kim, because I got off the bus today, and you was, like, on the cover of a magazine. And, I'm sorry. And I was like, how are you dealing with all of this stuff? You're on the cover. It says Khloe's upset because she's not pregnant. Then it's like, when is Kim going to get a divorce? When is that final? Is Kim and Beyonce even really friends? Like, how do you deal with this shit? Like, what's real and what's not?
It's really all not real. All the, like... I don't know where they come up with this stuff. I think now the Khloe cover, that makes me just like sad because Khloe is so happy. And she said to me the other day, thank God it's you. I don't know if I'm ready yet.
Okay.
But people have twisted it to be completely different. And then there's this whole crazy story out there that like my mom is, you know, pimping out the baby and Kanye and her are beefing. And it's like they love each other so much. I haven't even had one conversation, let alone a business conversation with my mom about my child. So, and she know, like that's
so
just
the $10 million life insurance plan that she asked Kanye to take out.
That is so ridiculous. Okay. Like we haven't even thought of stuff like that, and that's just my mom that she knows her place. Like that's nothing that she would even talk to Kanye about. Like it's so crazy that people just make up these things. No one calls to fact check. No one, you know, it's ridiculous.
Well, we're fact checking now. That's what we like to do.
I love
Okay, so the Beyonce, and you know, there's always been a rumor that Beyonce doesn't get along with you.
That is so not true. Like she couldn't be the sweetest person. Seriously, one of the sweetest people I've ever met. She's so sweet. I have no idea where these things come from. It's, you know, I don't know why people, I think they just like to make up these feuds. It's more interesting.
What does she say about it? Does she?
We've never even talked about it. You know, it's like doesn't even come up in conversation, probably because they get so many ridiculous stories brought to them every day of things that are true and not true, and you know, vice versa. Things come to us every day. I don't think you just sit down and be like, okay, did you hear this story about us?
Yeah.
Is this true? Like, no, it's that stuff just doesn't even come up. Even with my family, that doesn't come up. I don't sit and say, Chloe, do you really feel that way? Because it's on the cover. Mom, did you really, you know, that's just not the kind of things we talk
Inquirer, Mom.
about.
Chris Humphries in this divorce, you know, first of all, is it uncomfortable for you, you know, being pregnant and still being married, and it's such public, you know, information, public knowledge? You
know, in a perfect world, of course, I would love to be divorced. It's been, you know, going on its second year. And that's really tough, just because I want to move on. I really want to move on with my life. And so when people, you know, say things like, you know, it's why are you having a baby when you're married to someone else? If anyone really knew all the fertility problems and the things that I was going through, God brings you things at a time when you least expect it. I'm such a planner, and this was it was just meant to be. And what am I going to do? Wait years to get a divorce? I would love one, you know, and it's a process.
I forget that you're even married all the time.
I mean, but I'm
really, right?
Well, technically we're legally separated. So it's like in the legal system, it's been that way for a year and a half now.
Why won't he give you the divorce?
I mean, I can't really speak like for him. You know, I think the facts are I filed for divorce. He's suing me for an annulment. And the only legal way to ever get an annulment is if there is fraud involved. Okay. So he is, you know, claiming that I frauded him to marry him for publicity. To me, I just, you know, who would ever do that? You know, it's just not who I am. It's not who, you know, so all those fake and fraud rumors got started because of that, and we have to deal with that and handle that. I don't know what he's thinking or what he's feeling, and, you know, he was someone that I loved a lot, but you can love someone a lot and then realize they're not the right person for you. And I would have rather ended it when I felt that way than waste a year of my life not being happy. But for him too, for anybody, if you're not happy, and I knew the whole world was just going to bash me. I knew that. And I said to myself, what's more important, my life and my happiness, or what the whole world thinks of me? That would be vain. That would be fake. That would be doing it for publicity. If I could have stayed married.
Out.
You know what I mean?
You are like, is this a therapy session?
It is for all of us,
She
Courtney.
really needed to say that, you guys.
Yeah.
No, I just don't like when people, like, all the jokes, like, things longer than Kim's marriage. Technically, I'm still married, so that joke doesn't really work. I've been married for 2 years now. Like, give it up, people.
That's a good ass point right there, man. All right. And then what about you, Courtney? You're not married, right?
Wait, I'm here?
Yes,
I'm
you
just
are.
kidding.
No, you are.
I'm kidding. This is entertaining for me.
I like how you looking at your sister while she talks like this. Your first time hearing this.
What? What was the question?
I said, what about you being married?
Oh,
see, she's in the same boat I am, but yet I get all. I mean, not because she's not married to someone else, but like, I will get all the crap for so many things, and my sister can do the same exact thing, and no one will comment on it.
No, people say stuff. I just
not
don't
like
care.
they would me. It's the craziest thing.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.